What if a hidden sun is heading our way, one that some believe played a role in the extinction of the dinosaurs? NASA once searched the skies for this elusive dark star, but came up empty-handed. Still, something out there is tugging at the edges of our solar system. A remote object called Sedna is drifting off course, as if it's being pulled by an invisible hand. What if that force isn't out there, but already inside our solar system, moving toward us? The name Nemesis doesn't exactly scream friendship. In ancient Greek, it meant divine retribution, the kind of cosmic karma you really don't want showing up at your doorstep. For years, people have speculated about a second sun lurking beyond Pluto, quietly disturbing the balance of our solar neighborhood. But what if it's not just lurking? What if it's on its return path? It wouldn't need to come anywhere near us. Just brushing the edge of the Oort Cloud, that distant halo of icy debris, could be enough. A nudge from Nemesis might be all it takes to stir up chaos, like picking a fight at the edge of a cosmic bar. Suddenly, comets start pouring in, boom. Mass extinction. And this doesn't just happen once. It seems to repeat every 26 million years, like some kind of doomsday clock with terrifying precision. But here's the catch, where's this so-called dark star that's supposedly behind it all? No one's found it. And trust me, people have been looking. It's not just chilling behind Saturn or something. If it does exist, it would likely be a red or brown dwarf, a kind of star that never quite made it. Not hot enough to light up the galaxy, not collapsed enough to become a black hole. Just out there. Floating. Silent. Watching. Creepy, right? But wait, this mysterious star isn't the only suspect. Meet Tyche. Sounds like a fancy skincare line, but nope. Tyche is another potential troublemaker, hiding out in the Oort Cloud. It's a gas giant, not a star, but it's still big enough to stir up comet paths. A different suspect, but causing the same kind of chaos. Some scientists think Tyche could be behind a strange clustering of comets, like something's out there organizing the guest list to this cosmic party. Oh, and then there's Sedna. Not your neighbor's cat, Sedna is a distant, icy world way beyond Neptune. And it might be another clue. A fancier term for a frozen oddball lurking far out in space. Its orbit? Absolutely wild, so stretched out it's like someone punted it across the solar system yelling, "Go long." One possible reason? Maybe there's a hidden planet, or even a dark star, pulling the strings. It's starting to feel like our solar system might have a shadowy stalker. But not everyone's convinced. A lot of scientists say this sounds more like sci-fi than solid science. The original theory surfaced back in the 1980s, and guess what? Still no confirmed sightings. Still no cosmic selfie with a second sun. Some experts even question the whole extinction pattern theory. Maybe that 26 million year cycle doesn't really exist. It could just be disease, volcanic activity, or Earth doing its chaotic thing. Not every catastrophe needs a celestial culprit. Still, the numbers are eerie. And considering that about half the stars in our galaxy have a companion, why would our sun be the exception? If something is out there, it's in no hurry, just drifting silently through the dark. The good news? If it's real, it won't be dropping by for millions of years. The bad news? That doesn't necessarily mean we're in the clear. Space has no shortage of ways to mess with us: solar flares, gamma-ray bursts, rogue planets drifting aimlessly. It's like navigating a cosmic minefield with a blindfold on. And that's just scratching the surface. But maybe we've got it all wrong. Maybe this thing never existed at all. Maybe it was just a fluke in the math. Or, maybe it's still out there, creeping along in the dark, just beyond our view. No need to panic, just keep your eyes on the sky. And if we ever witness a second sunrise, at least we'll know what to call the culprit. There's a reason this theory refuses to die. Humans love patterns. And when you line up mass extinctions across history, the timing looks too perfect, too orderly. It's suspicious, like the universe has a recurring alarm set for every few dozen million years, and when it goes off, something gets erased. This isn't just fuel for science fiction. The idea has wormed its way into textbooks, think pieces, podcasts, late-night radio shows, conspiracy forums, even dinner table debates. It's the perfect storm, eerie, fascinating, and just plausible enough to stick in your mind. No one's been fired for believing in it, but plenty have gotten side eyes for bringing it up. There's something about this rumored second sun. It lives in that strange space between science and myth. What keeps the theory alive isn't just Sedna, comets, or even Tyche. It's the lingering, cosmic question: are we being watched? Could there be something out there, circling slowly, quietly, only showing itself when it's time to shake things up? People have imagined worse. But this idea sticks, not because it involves aliens, time travel, or magic, but because it feels possible. Like a bad roommate we haven't noticed yet. And sure, it might sound dramatic, but this isn't about space horror, it's about space truth. The universe never promised us stability. Earth is a soft, damp rock in the middle of a cosmic shooting gallery. We've made it this far, but luck has limits. If it does pass through, there won't be warnings or speeches. Just comets, clouds, dust, and silence. Until then, it's all theory. But the idea of a second sun with a hidden agenda lingers, like a tune you can't shake. You hum it, forget it, then hear it again. And suddenly, it feels real. Astronomers will keep watching. Telescopes will keep searching. And maybe one day, something red and quiet will blink into view. When it does, there won't be a siren. Just math. The sky seems calm, but silence never lasts. NASA's mission? Watch the skies. And now, they've spotted something that doesn't belong. It's massive. It glows. And it's coming our way. But it's not a spaceship. It's something more unsettling, a would-be second sun, too distant and faint for normal telescopes to catch. Barely shining and drifting slowly through space, it's the ultimate cosmic stalker, hidden in plain sight, sowing chaos from the shadows. The only clues it leaves behind are subtle shifts in gravity, quiet whispers of its presence without ever showing its face. If just one hidden sun can disturb the solar system, what else could be lurking out there? Back in the 80s, NASA launched IRAS, an infrared space telescope, desperate to catch a trace of heat from this spectral intruder. Satellites scoured the dark, searching for answers in the void. Scientists believe the Oort Cloud is the origin point for those ultra-long-distance comets, the ones that show up once every few million years, blazing across the sky like interstellar fireworks. But here's the wild part: if a rogue star drifts too close, its gravity can tug on those comets and slingshot them in our direction. And we're not talking about just a couple, more like a cosmic game of ping-pong. And the Oort Cloud isn't the only region at risk. There's also the Kuiper Belt, that icy zone beyond Neptune filled with frozen rocks and space debris. A rogue star could stir up trouble there too, potentially knocking objects off course or even disrupting the orbits of Neptune and Uranus. Sound like the plot of a sci-fi disaster flick? Yeah, kind of. The scariest part? These rogue stellar drive-bys aren't all that uncommon. It happens more often than you might expect, though not always with dramatic outcomes. Our galaxy operates like a giant pinball machine, with stars colliding more frequently than you'd think. Normally, it's no big deal, but once in a while, one star gets a little too close. The tricky part is identifying these rogue stars before they arrive on our cosmic doorstep. They don't follow predictable paths. Their trajectories are constantly shifting due to the chaotic gravitational interactions throughout the galaxy. It's like trying to predict where a tipsy squirrel will run next. That's why scientists use complex models and monitor nearby stars to anticipate which ones might be on a collision course. And it's not just about protecting Earth. Studying these rogue stars gives us insights into how stars and planets form, and sometimes break apart. Some of these wanderers could even be towing entire planetary systems behind them, like a cosmic U-Haul. Some may have lost everything in a violent breakup with their home star system. The galaxy is a chaotic place. In some ways, these stars tell a tragic story. They've been cast out of their homes, drifting aimlessly through space. But they also teach us valuable lessons about star movement, the nature of gravity, and just how fragile our position in the cosmos is. Now, that's not a reason to panic, but it's definitely a reason to stay alert. Because if there's one thing the universe has shown us, it's that just when things seem stable, something unexpected happens, like a fireball out of nowhere. Picture it, a second sun rising in the sky. Not as warm or welcoming as our own, just gliding through space and throwing everything into chaos. Comets running wild. Planets tumbling off course. The silence of space is suddenly broken by an uninvited guest.